From the Detroit Free Press, it's Tuesday, September 3rd. Here's what you need to know today.
Rochester Hills Mayor Bryan Barnett is a Republican, so you might think he's against gun control. But Barnett's lobbying Congress to pass laws expanding federal background checks. This is Todd Spangler, Washington correspondent for the Detroit Free Press. In July, before the shootings that killed 31 people in El Paso and Dayton, Barnett became president of the U.S. Conference of Mayors. It's a group that includes thousands of mayors, and it's supporting stricter background check laws. After the shootings, Barnett sent a letter signed by himself and hundreds of other mayors asking that background checks be expanded. He says that while Democrats and Republicans in Congress are split over gun rights, there is bipartisan support at the local level. Barnett says it isn't an attack on gun ownership, it's a matter of people wanting to be safe. And he'll be in Washington later in September lobbying for it.
The Marygrove College campus in northwest Detroit is welcoming a new group of freshman students today. But these aren't college kids. They're ninth graders who make up the inaugural class of a new high school. I'm John Wisely of the Detroit Free Press. The school at Marygrove is a Detroit public school. It's part of a partnership with the University of Michigan and the Kresge Foundation. Kresge is pouring $50 million into a project to revitalize the campus and the surrounding neighborhoods. Eventually, the campus will include kindergarten through high school. It also will include an early childhood learning center as well as after-school and summer programs. All of that will take years to ramp up, but it all begins today with the first class.
This is Micah Walker reporting for the Detroit Free Press. Only a year ago, Callahan Park on Detroit's east side was just another empty space, abandoned and used as a dumping ground. Now it's one of 5 Detroit parks getting a new lease on life with the help of the city and a conservation organization. Thanks to a grant from National Geographic, Detroit Audubon is transforming the 5 city parks by turning them into native grassland. It's part of the group's Bird City project. The idea is to lure more birds to the area. By planting native flowers and grasses, bird watchers soon will begin seeing species like the indigo bunting, sparrows, pheasants, goldfinch, and catbirds. Callahan Park is a 2.9-acre field located near the Poletown neighborhood. Detroit Audubon members began working on the park in May by collecting trash and removing turf grass and pavement. Now it's completely transformed in a haven for Detroit's feathered friends.
This is Jeff Seidel from the Detroit Free Press. Chace Numata, the heart and soul of the Erie Seawolves, died on Monday after suffering injuries in a skateboard accident last Friday. It doesn't make sense, not to his teammates and not to me. Numi, as his teammates called him, was this amazing guy, full of so much life and energy. I can still picture him standing at his locker talking about his teammates. I went to Akron over the weekend to write about how they were coping. I found a team that was already grieving a day before he died. What's the lesson? Live like Numi.
For more stories from the Detroit Free Press, be sure to check out freep.com. That's FREEP.com. And sign up for the Daily Briefing newsletter. See you tomorrow.